Hey everybody, we are back from break. Just as Matashtai and Ezrah step through one of these Archgate portals and disappear, the rope that had tethered them, just as Ashes had guessed, severed.
Man, I'm really glad I didn't use the magical rope for that.
A few
I
heartbeats.
look back to Bones with an expression like,
Yeah.
Huh.
A few.
Wait and see if it resolves. I don't know.
Ezra's hand flies back through the portal.
Thought the
Just
portal,
the
portal
hand.
shut.
A few.
Did
No,
the portal
there's
shut?
still this murky,
Okay.
silvery liquid in front of you.
Okay, gotcha.
I look at the end. Is it burnt?
Nope. It's like a clean cut.
They went to the guillotine floor. Oh shit! Maybe they went to the room with the guillotine with the orcs. Oh god!
Goblins. Jesus
Hobgoblins. Shit!
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Like I'm gonna get there eventually.
No,
you're
not. No,
Hey, there
you're
was
not.
a guillotine there. Okay, guys, I remember now. He had that blade above it.
Yeah, he had
They
like
might
a
be- they
scythe
might-
blade trap.
One of them might be cut in half.
A
I
few
guess
heart,
we're-
Dibs on not being the one cut.
a few heartbeats pass. Ashes, Bones. Do anything?
I like internally panic. I won't freak the fuck out, but I'll be like, shit.
I mean,
We can't go in because if it killed them, then we go in and just throwing our lives away. Like,
I thought we wait 30 seconds.
yeah.
30
maybe-
seconds from
maybe
now,
we
or
wait.
30 seconds total? Because it's basically been 30 seconds.
No, 30 seconds after the end of this conversation,
Okay.
which is going to end here in another 30-ish seconds. So a minute and a half total.
Not very long after Bones says that, maybe about 15 seconds or so, that murky, silvery liquid
Hardens.
re-solidifies back into a stone wall and the mural of a mountain and the moon.
Shit. Oh, wait, no, unicorn in the hole.
Now we know they're not coming back. So yeah,
Unicorn.
yeah. We
Put the
reopened
unicorn in the
it,
hole.
hopefully.
Nothing seems to happen.
All right. Well, see you guys later.
Matashtai, Ezrah.
Well, at least I'm not alone. Thanks for coming, Ezra.
As a few heartbeats pass, you find yourselves strangely buoyant, as if you're moving through water, but there's a
Stargate.
little bit of a pressure kind of like holding you down. You feel warmth all around your body.
Can we breathe?
Darkness. You can. Feel no restrictions. There's no pain. You inhale, and it's not air. But it doesn't. It causes your body a very brief amount of panic, basically. But then your mind realizes that you can breathe. There's nothing bad happening. Ezrah, you and Matashtai are surrounded by magic. You can feel the arcane, the weave, pushing and pulling on the two of you. There is great sorcery at play here, just in the inherent nature of teleportation magic itself. There's this great swirl of snarled dark energy about you. It's almost as if you're kind of like in a tube, right? In like an aquarium or something like that. And you guys are walking through the tunnel, and you can see this dark energy all around you. And the energy itself, the dark energy, it strikes you as incredibly bleak. There's a sorrow to it. There's not an inherent evil to it per se, but it's just wrong. But the magic that you and Matashtai are walking through, it's like it's this tunnel that's cutting straight through this dark snarl, leading you somewhere. Except you're not moving forward. And you realize your detect magic being up allows you to see this faintly shimmering wall that has bisected this flow of magic that you and Matashtai are in, cutting you off, cutting you from forward motion. And you both hear, not in your minds, but you hear a voice flowing through the magic around you, all around you. You hear this voice. You have grown much in strength since you last tried one of these gates. You delve further, much further than most. What is it you seek? Why have you come here?
To the tunnel we're in right now, or into the dungeon?
To be a champion of Boldre.
This one speaks clearly, plainly. You could learn a lesson, half-elf.
I like lessons. Are you going to teach me something?
You can get smited.
Just fucking. The weird not air stops working for you. You suffocate.
The voice says,
I assume it's not Halaster's voice.
no, it's a feminine
it's
voice.
a female voice that we've heard.
That doesn't mean it's not Halaster's.
That's true. But no, it is a feminine voice. It is a voice that you all have heard before when interacting with the gates. And it says, I have not waited all these years to deal with a mockery.
I was serious. I like to learn things.
You feel the warmth around you begin to heat slightly.
Oh boy.
To not a painful level, but to an uncomfortable level. Like a warm bath that's a little too warm. Right? And then it subsides, as if it's a spark of anger that is relatively quickly quashed. You have left your allies behind. Unwise where you go.
Well, we weren't quite sure where we were going, so we thought to scout it first.
A word of warning in this place. Go together, or not at all. There are things in the darkness, in Halaster's maze, things that will end a single entity.
I appreciate that. If you don't mind me asking, who are you?
There's been a long time since I've thought about who.
A long time since somebody called me that.
It's been a long time since I've spoken. I do not know that I can trust you yet. Why are you in the dungeon, the Mad Mage?
Like I said, I'm looking to be the champion of Boldre, and with that comes a quest. My quest is to find the artifacts of my goddess, and they've been scattered throughout the dungeon here.
I'm here for answers.
One has a quest, and when they fulfill that quest, they leave. The other answers, but to what question?
Who am I? What am I?
You feel seen, Ezrah. You feel a presence that quests into you.
That's not disconcerting at all.
And it recoils in horror.
Cool. I'm a soul tyrant.
Damn.
Round two.
Kether teleports to you and eviscerates you.
There can be only one.
Sorry, I saw the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. This this presence quests into you, and then recoils from you in horror. And a few heartbeats pass before the voice once again speaks. It says, "We'll have to delve for your answer." For true answers. But for the
Jesus Christ.
but for initial guidance, you need not search far. You will have received time has gotten away from me. Question mark? An invitation.
Uno bongo.
You've been asked to join the academy.
Indeed.
You will find at least the start to answers there. But beware the silver-tongued fox. And you, would-be champion, when your mission is complete, you have fulfilled your destiny. What then?
Well, that'll depend. I don't plan to leave my friends down here. So if they're not done, then I'm not done.
You feel the magic, the energy around you, kind of quaver and ripple. And you hear the voice strain, says, cannot hold this much longer. You've stepped forward, leaving your allies behind. I risk much in reaching out to you. Do you wish to go forward? Or do you want to go back?
Can you tell us where this goes?
The magic of the mountain. The energy just kind of like shivers around you. And the voice says, I cannot, must not.
We would like to go back then.
It almost sounds as if the voice is trying to convey information to you, but is being challenged somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not that the voice is unwilling to give you information, but they're actually being magically compelled not to.
Bull.
Can they follow, or is there a way back?
So the quavering of the voice, right? It tries, you hear this kind of like hiccup, this gasp, and it tries to answer you, Matashtai, and then it kind of like cries out in pain, and you see the Ezrah, you see that kind of like shimmer in front of you. You see it crack.
Oh boy.
As the energy is trying to like force things forward through whatever this barrier is. And that cry of pain echoes around you, and the voice just yells, I cannot forward or back, in like this weight pressing down on you, in this kind of like commanding tone.
Go back.
Yeah, I then also say back.
And
I'm sorry.
Ashes and Bones, the wall in front of you, right as you were like picking up the unicorn and you're trying to like rush back over, right?
Yeah, you see an image of Ashes holding all of the figures and just frantically trying each one in the
So you're like, so as you kind of like go back to the wall, right? And you're freaking out. And you jammed the unicorn horn into it a number of times and nothing happens, right? Like you start grabbing up all of the figures and then it suddenly flashes silvery and not walking out, but hurled out. Ezrah and Matashtai kind of slam into ashes and ass over tea kettle, just like all three of them go rolling backward into a heap.
Oh, I did it. I think
And then
which one
behind
was that?
them,
Was it
the
Yeah, he
wall
did it.
goes
Yeah, nice
back
job, Ashes. You
to
did it.
solid form again.
I don't know which one it was. Are y'all guys okay? Are y'all in one piece? Because the
I'm
rope.
like, I'm laying on the ground, so I'm just like. I kind of sit up.
What the hell happened? The rope got cut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that rope is
um,
ruined now.
Any more portals?
Come on.
Okay,
Any
yeah,
more
you can mend it.
portals?
Sorry.
Any more portals? We all go, or none of us go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Second, there's some sort of being in those portals. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem evil, at least from what I can tell. Ezra, feel free to elaborate, but it seems to want us to succeed, or at least,
Halaster to fail.
yeah. But
It's
it also seems like something's holding it and possibly controlling it.
So maybe an ally.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, and it seems to exist somewhere between the portals, but not in the dungeon.
It seems to
I
be
mean,
an
it might be
extra
somewhere
dimensional space.
not under Halaster's reach.
Well, I don't know that I'd say that, because it seemed like it was forced to not say some things to us.
Could be akin to like a bag of holding, an extra dimensional space with material ties.
Yeah, maybe it's got some sort of curse on it or something that stops it from being able to say certain things. But it, well, like I said, warned us about going through the portals, but said that we've become stronger since trying before. Apparently, it's the same thing that talked to us before.
Oh, it's the same disembodied voice.
Yeah, it
does.
seems like it. But it said that we're getting stronger, so I don't think it's opposed to us going through the portals now. Or at least some of them. Maybe it'll change its mind when we get to some dangerous ones. But, it asked us if we want to go forward or go back. And when we asked it what was on the other side, it couldn't answer. So I think maybe we... Actually, can I see that unicorn real quick?
They're all scattered on the floor now, and we're not even we're all like still like pretzeled, and like we just got through with a heavy game of Twister.
Ooh.
The
Ooh,
game.
heavy.
I'll find the unicorn and I'll be like,
All right, I stand up and I walk over and I push the unicorn into the slot. Does the portal do anything?
okay, now that's
Silvery, murky
bullshit.
liquid.
Okay.
Portal activates.
You call,
All right.
call him bullshit
So-
on that.
I think we maybe keep this key with us.
Let's go in. You said we all have to go in.
Yeah, if we want to go in, we can go in. and she didn't seem particularly opposed to us doing so.
Well, it's either that or fight all of those drow.
All of the drow.
Which I'm okay
Yeah,
with. I don't want to let you guys think that I'm not okay with that, because I'm okay with it, because they at least have 2,000 gold.
Or they lied. They have like 2 gold to their name. They just hoped we'd die.
Well, that is also but a potential thing. I
All
would
right.
be very unhappy.
So, I'm not opposed to going forward, but we go together.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what's down there.
I mean, this might mean we do. You know what? Screw it. Let's go.
The portal
Whatever, he'll be here when we get back.
turns back to Stonewall.
I'll be talking for too long.
You after seeing this once or twice, it's about a minute that the portal stays open.
So,
Okay, cool. It's decided. Let's
Okay.
go.
So, real quick, just trying to think through this. Is it a better idea to bring the unicorn with us in case it's a key on both sides? Or do we leave it here in the risk that it only works from one side and we need someone else to open the gate for us to get back?
Yeah, but who's gonna do it? Who's gonna open it for us?
No idea.
Then I say
But-
let's take the unicorn and just leave all the other figurines here.
All right.
What if you're not supposed to take stuff? What are you supposed to leave it?
I don't think we know enough to make an informed decision.
All right, whatever. Let's take it. I don't care.
All right.
Might be
I-
might be worth something.
I motion everyone over. Well, first of all, is anyone opposed to this?
So Ezra has become non-responsive, just sitting on the ground, distant.
Good. Now we have a coma.
I walk over to him. I reach out a hand.
Yeah. What I miss? Sorry.
Oh, just huge party. Bones got naked, danced on the table, but
That's not a
nothing
first.
special. I grab your hand, pull you up.
Was a lot of hip thrusting.
Um, how do you feel about going forward?
Whatever that thing is. I don't know if you felt how it reacted to me.
That was just about to ask that out of character. Did I notice how she reacted to Ezra?
The feeling of horror was palpable,
Okay.
but you didn't have probably a context for it. You didn't feel Ezra getting quested upon. You just felt this wash of horror and a recoiling presence.
Okay. But based on Ezra's question, I think I can probably connect 1 and 2.
Yeah, it seems
Okay.
plausible.
Hey guys, and I kind of speak to Ashes and Bones. Why don't you guys just make sure we got all the gear ready if we're gonna go forward? I gotta talk with Ezra real quick, and I kind of pull Ezra over to the side.
You kind of have to, Jim.
But then I speak into your mind. And I say, Ezra, is everything all right?
I don't know. I don't know how much we've talked about it, why I'm here. But I don't know what I am.
As far as your magic goes, or how deep how deep are we talking?
Magic wasn't in my family, to my knowledge. And these scars seem to be tied to that.
Okay.
But
No
whatever
pacts
that
with any
was-
demons, right?
No. Not,
And you
not
hear
that I'm-
you hear a soft chuckle in your mind. I trust you.
all I know is something elemental killed my parents and left me like this as an infant.
Wow, we got a Harry Potter situation going on.
Zach.
Sorry.
Voldemort wasn't elemental. Fuck off.
No, we don't know.
You got a sister, right?
Yep, her and I were the only ones to survive, but I was marked and she wasn't.
She didn't remember nothing.
She's older than I am. She remembers it vividly. The fear in my dad's voice. Them rushing to get ready to leave and the storm hitting. And her digging me out and me looking like this.
Well, we don't know why the being reacted the way it did. Maybe there's some super awesome power in it, and she's like, oh shit, that's a really cool power. Maybe there's something evil. But I know
If
you're
it's
not evil.
tied to Dwermakor, could it not be evil? If that's where my answers, at
Oh
least
man, you are speaking
Yeah.
gibberish to me.
it's an academy for mages in the lower levels that is run by Halaster.
Oh, right. We saw something about like a book or something about that a while back.
I got a letter inviting me to.
That's what it was.
Mhm. Mentioning my father.
Do you think the storm was related to Halaster?
I don't know. I have more questions than answers, and that I understand that you know me as such, always with the questions, but that's because I don't have the answers I'm looking for.
Well, I don't know the best way to say this, but you're not going to find answers by freezing here, worrying and wondering. You're going to find answers moving forward. So I think let's put one foot in front of the other. Keep moving. Let's find you your answers. And don't worry about some creature afraid of whatever is in there.
I'm afraid of what's in there.
Well, as far as I can tell, you seem to have control of it.
I'm glad you think so.
And I'll keep this between us, but it wouldn't hurt to tell the others what's going on.
I mean, this is new information.
Yeah, I know. I'm just,
As
I was-
far as I'm
I-
aware, they are up to speed. This just caught me off guard.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back to the others.
Ashes is still trying to remember which figure was in which party.
It goes. So Ezra
No,
would come
no,
up and
Ashes.
correct you.
It's dragon, insect, umber, owl,
Oh,
other one.
I'm pretty sure that the satyr looking guy was before the bear owl.
Oh, I distinctly
Right.
remember the satyr sits atop the dragon, who is looking
No, the dragon was
directly
the
at
first one.
the
The
insect.
mentor was the last.
Agree to disagree.
Ezra walks up and fixes them.
Which is great because it was like 10 minutes of Matashtai and Ezra just like off at the other side of the room staring intently at one another, while Bones and Ashes are just kind of like. So,
Look into my eyes.
figurines go in various alcoves.
Ezra fixes it when he approaches.
Okay. Gotcha.
Immediately just putting them right back in their right spots.
And then it seems as if you all are prepared and ready to move forward.
Let's do it to it.
Let's do it.
Unicorn.
By the light of the moon,
I've got
I reject you.
forms.
Okay.
I'm Sailor Bone Marrow.
I'm
Yeah?
Sailor Storm.
Your Sailor Bone Marrow. What?
Yeah, we're not doing planets, we're doing things. The bone marrow is where all the power is held.
Let's do. Let me double check this real quick.
Please do.
That did nothing. Two. Oh, is it because I have that turned off? Hmm. Let me double check my tools. My settings. That's interaction. Alright, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay. You all activate the portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
After doing so, I put the unicorn into my bag of holding.
Okay. It's a silvery liquid. Fills in the space of the arch gate.
All right, come on, guys. You first.
Out we go.
I hold my
I go.
breath.
I just go. I don't care.
Each one stepping in. You all find yourself awash, buoyant, covered in magic. Matashtai and Ezra, you find yourself in that space again, right? This the dark, ominous presence all around you, but this tunnel of energy spread out before you, and almost immediately you feel a wash of familiarity across you, and very faintly you all just hear, "Good luck," and the magic carries you forward, as if you're being swept down this tunnel with darkness all around you. As the magic surges you forward, it feels like minutes pass, right? But it also feels like you're picking up speed. Slowly at first, then faster, faster, and faster. And then you see something in that darkness around you, right? Around the tunnel of magic that you're flowing down. You see a shape moving in the darkness. You see this snarl skittering along the outer side of the tunnel of magic that you're flowing down. And as you see it, you see not a single pair, but dozens of red glowing eyes, and then you see whoosh, 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 black tendrilled hands shoot into the tube of magic itself, and as they do, they sizzle and hiss and burn, and they grab at Ezra.
I'd like to slash at them with my spear.
And in this moment, you feel your bodies are just being carried along as if you're in a tube of water, right? You have no chance to respond, no way to do anything physically. But Ezra, you feel as these hands lash onto you, you feel surges of ancient magical energy. But again, it's not inherently evil, not inherently malevolent. There is something off to it, something wrong about it. But as these hands grab you, you feel that magical energy push into your body.
Oh, great.
Push in, huh?
Do you have DM inspiration?
I do currently, yes.
Would you like to expend that DM inspiration?
Yes, whatever the fuck's happening, yes, get the fuck off.
As the magic courses into your veins, you feel, right, that not inherently evil, not inherently malevolent energy. You begin to feel it form, to take shape, and as it does, it wafts back and forth, and you can feel it forming into something malevolent. And in that moment, you call out, you reach out, you believe and hope, and your DM inspiration pushes the flow, the shaping of that magic from a bane effect to a boon effect. You feel that magic pulse through your body, strengthening you, enhancing you, changing you. Just a little bit. You feel a wash of protective energies flow over you. And you all see the tendrilled hands retract back in the darkness. And you see the red glowing eyes. They're not eyes. They're runes. Flashing in the darkness. Each one, it's all the exact same rune. You hear you all hear that voice again, right? Quiet, very, very, ever so quiet. Yeah. The blessing of Lamath. Use it, sorcerer, to shield yourself. Times of need. And then that magical energy just kind of pushes you forward, and you reach such a great speed that you kind of black out, right? You actually like G-force yourself into blacking out, and then you all feel a force kind of hit you, and you all blink open your eyes, and you're on a hard stone ground. Or floor, rather. For mechanical purposes, Jake, you have been blessed with the Elder Rune of Security once. Well, hold up. Let me double check this. Yeah, I think we probably just... Yeah. Once within the next 24 hours, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage from one source by 10d6.
Oh, that's concerning.
That's kind of terrifying, actually. What could possibly hit that hard?
And if not used within 24 hours, it's lost.
10d what? 10d6?
10d6.
That'll be nice. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So did we see, like, so we saw, like, the hands grabbing out at him and shit like that?
Absolutely.
Alright. Then, are we laying on the ground? Are we standing?
You all are, you're deposited kind of like in a neat little row of sardines on your faces,
Okay.
right on this stone floor. And if you will give me just a moment, I will place you where you are.
Yeah, place me, daddy.
And we will we'll talk about some stuff, because things are
Just fucked up.
things are about to get a little interesting.
I feel like maybe the Kuatoa and Aboleth are not high on the list of concerns at the moment.
Okay. I will place you all on a new map.
Zooming out.
So, yeah, zoom out, find yourselves.
Oh,
And this does look like a new, like, I look around, I don't see a mirror behind us. Or...
So let me describe what you actually do see. This is a very different environment.
Okay.
You are no longer in a tunnel. You are no longer in a cavern. You are in carved stone hallways. Behind you, as you're all kind of like getting up, right? Kind of happening. Behind you, embedded on the south wall, is an archway, a gate. And around it, carved into gates, are 6 shallow, empty niches. The wall inside of the arch is beautifully carved, stylized mountain, and a sun rising above it.
Oh, we brought the wrong goddamn figure.
Should have taken them all. Well, better start working on my whittling skills.
Do I see any depression in the sun akin to...
There is no hole, but in the center of the sun, much where the hole for the unicorn horn was, there is just a slight spherical indent.
Huh, that's neat. Also, what the hell was that?
Put the unicorn's butt into it.
What unicorn?
In my bag of holding?
What unicorn?
Oh, it's just
Damn.
gone, huh? All
You
right.
can't take them. All right.
Didn't see
Noted.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good thing we brought camping gear.
You see this stone-cut hall, immaculately designed, well kept, though a bit dusty. You see it extends west before it cuts south, and it extends slightly to the east before you see a doorway.
Hey, Jeremy.
What's up?
Quick question. In my list of floors to the dungeon, was I given enough information to deduce which floors were structurally more cavern-based versus...
You have as much information as you, the human Jake, can deduce from what information I gave you.
That is awfully specific.
That is...
So
yeah.
if you
Oh,
feel like it's like some of these are like, oh yeah, this is probably like a carved layout floor plan area, then it probably is. If it's like, oh yeah, this is totally just like bullshit tunnels, probably is.
I gotta look around the corner.
Is there Is
As
there a
as you're all
floor
kind of
called
like
the
taking in your
Hall of the
surroundings,
Dwarves?
right? Bones pads a little bit over to the western portion, ears around the corner, and he can see far to the south. This tunnel extends, but there's a soft glowing light from a chamber far to the south, about 60 feet or so down to the south of from where you guys are. And then as Ashes steps over to the east, you can see this doorway, Ashes, seems relatively familiar in design. It is a stout, almost seamless kind of door that has a very slight handle, reminiscent of the dwarven design from the second level, from the arcane chambers.
Okay. I relay that to the party.
I turn back and I whisper quietly, but also as if it's stage whisper, so they can hear me from
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
25 feet away. There's light. Probably people. Or I don't know what. How would I? Creatures, people. What are sentient races called? Are they called? They're not called people.
I believe at least the way spells work, everything is considered a creature.
Okay.
No, I mean typically, if you're talking about humanoids, you call them people.
There's folk.
Had to start the
How
new
do we
music.
announce ourselves without immediately pissing people off?
I'm gonna turn off my drift globe if there's light down there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of move over to. Actually, first I'm gonna reach down. I don't know if Ezra's gotten up yet or not, but if he hasn't, I'm gonna pull him up. And I'm just gonna. You alright?
I'm just trying to figure out where we are.
I come back. Once
Yeah,
Ash just
I
tells us
don't
about
know
the
if
door
this was our
for.
best idea.
All right, so dwarf door or take our chance with people.
I think we try and scout out who's down there first. If it's an open cavern with light in it, let's check that first.
Okay. So is that the decision? You guys want to head south first?
Yes.
Okay.
The best way we're going to get information on where the hell we are is have someone tell us.
So Bones, I'm assuming you're
true.
going to take point.
Yes, I enter the night.
You make it to about this point before you can see
Okay.
a little bit more clearly. So everyone can array themselves whatever distance they want to be behind Bones at this point.
I can.
Huh?
I said I can. What do I see with my
So
cat
what
eyes?
what you're able to see is the light source itself seems to be coming from a trio, at least as far as you can see, of pillars, of basalt or marble pillars that are kind of just glowing. Not bright, not radiating light, but just glowing kind of, and it's not a warm light. It's kind of a fluorescent light almost. They're kind of glowing a fluorescent light.
Okay.
And
well, maybe not people.
down here, right? Almost immediately like a cutoff, right? As soon as the chamber starts, right?
Mhm.
The floor is thick with shattered, broken weaponry, armor, scraps torn asunder.
I'm prepared. I'm ready for battle.
It is
I jarred.
full
Let's dag.
of just various bits and pieces, as if rusted helms, shields smashed and shattered, armor torn asunder, weapons actually fractured, halves and heads and blades and everything just coating the ground. So thick that it actually looks like it's probably going to be a little difficult to navigate the room swiftly without issue.
Difficult
That's-
terrain.
That's real concerning. This feels like a trap. I come back. Say. It feels like a trap.
Then do you want to go check the door
right.
instead?
Yeah, we want to head the other way.
I mean, or I don't know. I'm just saying if we're going down there.
Well, I mean, trust your gut, man. If we think that's a bad way, let's go the other way first.
All right, let's go the other way. Fuck that. I'll leave.
We go down, and exploding out from all the gear on the floor, a Baylor springs into action, flames erupting, spreading over the cavern.
Like, I don't know what's down there, but last time we ignored a whole bunch of bullshit on the ground. We got
Sprouting
fucked
out
on.
of
Saw his
nowhere,
flaming
you
sword
mean erupting from Ezra's body?
cracks his whip.
Okay. So you turn back from the glowing chamber,
Oh
from
god, that door is straight open.
from the piles. Is
Oh,
it straight up?
did you go too far?
Yeah, yeah, I just go in it.
All right, hold up.
I'm
I
not
came
gonna
back.
Let me double check the settings on it. I swear, I'm gonna assume that you can just go through freaking walls here.
Oh, yeah, I can go through walls.
God damn it! Why do they not have this set automatically? I swear to Jeebus.
Because they assume that your players aren't assholes.
No. That's
It's
dumb.
reasonable to try to go through
Bro,
a door.
I'm
alright?
going down and I'm suddenly in a wall. How am I supposed to fucking help that?
Wait. Oh, there it is.
I'm in the wall, baby.
Dynamic lighting. Save settings.
Uh-oh.
See, now you can't get back through. You done
I'm trapped in
trapped
the wall.
yourself.
I can't move. Help!
Okay.
Help!
All right.
All right, I'm out. I'm out.
You get what you deserve.
Help!
Actually, I'm kind of
Help.
interested. What all would you have been? Okay, you would have been able to go over there. You would have been able to. Ow! Actually, you would have been able to explore a lot of area in that one section. Holy shit! This goes for a while. Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it because I'm a good person.
I mean, you wouldn't have been able to see anything, but you would have been able to detail. Oh, if this is wall, then what's on the other side must be not wall, right? You know?
Yeah. I wouldn't
Anyways,
remember that.
so you're up
past
to,
today.
you come up to this door, dwarven design, and as you're kind of spending a few minutes in this hallway, this seems very reminiscent of the arcane chambers, but with a little bit of an older feel to it.
So like way deeper. Okay. Cool.
Okay. We try the door? Does it just open, or?
Okay, you go to the handle and you pull the handle, and it gives this kind of pop, hiss, as if you are breaking
Oh,
an
hey,
airtight
another spaceship.
an airtight seal, and the door opens.
Ezra, this is like where we found that the mage guy, the mage we arrested.
To reveal a room.
Ash.
And
Wait, is that the drowned one? The drowned mage.
the one with the water inside? Yeah.
Yeah,
Within,
yeah.
you find a large open room.
Oh, hold on, I distinctly remember there being oozes. I get the 10-foot pole out.
Large. Let me describe the room for you real quick before anything happens. Large stone couches, tray holds, footstools, and other bits of dust-covered furniture occupy the northeast and southwest corners of this open room, this large open room. The floor in the northwest and southeast is slightly elevated with short steps ringing the areas. There's a thick layer of dust over everything here.
That doesn't sound like an ooze, but last time it was on the ceiling. I checked the ceilings.
So the ceiling goes up about 30 or so. I say or so. It's about 30 feet high. It's even the entire length and breadth of the chamber. It's polished, smooth stone. Don't see anything.
All right then. I go in.
Follow.
It seems likely that you all are the first to have entered this chamber in some time. Your feet cut tracks through the
Which way does the
thick
door
dust.
open?
Huh?
Which way does the door open? In or out?
This door actually opens towards the south, so it opens out.
Okay. Can I take a piton or something and wedge that door so it can't close on us?
Okay. You subtract a piton, you wedge the door, it stays open.
Can I take a guesstimation as to how long it appears since last traversed? How much dust has coated into...
Oh, sure. I'm not sure what that would be skill-wise, so just make an intelligence check for it.
Investigation?
Sure, investigation.
Do my minute glasses give me advantage?
Probably not on this.
He's walking around just like
one.
inches from the
Just like
ground.
you.
It's like
Like,
Yes.
How about a 20-second?
That's pretty good. So for dust like this to settle, one of the issues is that for dust like this to settle in a place that has no airflow, that's unlikely. So these doors have to have been opened at some time to kind of allow airflow, to allow dust to accumulate, etc., etc. Or there is something about the architecture here that you are not aware of or familiar that allows air to ventilate into this room without the need for these doors to be open. Either or, you're not sure. But you were able to surmise that the amount of dust in this place is years, maybe decades worth. There are small patches here or there that are slightly more shallow that do show that in times past, some creatures did come through here. You were able to kind of pick out not necessarily a track, but a trail, a passage where the dust is significantly less copious comparatively to the majority of the rest of the room. You actually get so involved in looking at the dust and measuring levels of dust across the floor, across the two elevated portions, on the furniture, that you actually spy underneath one of these stone couches an old black iron key.
Damn, nice.
hell yeah.
I mage hand to pull it out.
Okay. You leave a trail in the dust as you kind of like pull this it's almost like it's covered in a thick layer. I say black iron. You can't tell it's black iron initially until you pull it free, and then you can see the bottom half of it is black iron. You kind of shake the dust off. It's so thickly coated.
I hover it near Bones.
Oh, sweet, a key.
Here's a question: would an air-sealed room have dust?
Well, that's what I
No.
was saying earlier. Is that there needs to be either doors opening to allow dust in here, or there's something to do with the design of the room. There's some sort of ventilation that you guys are unaware of. One or the
Gotcha,
other.
sorry, I missed that.
Yep.
Cool, I got a key. Does the door we came in have a keyhole?
It does not.
Do any of the other doors have keyholes?
You take a quick look around. It does not seem so.
There any chests? Things, holes?
I'll go.
No holes.
I'll walk over to a door and not touch it or anything, but I'll go over here and like look at it. Is there anything different or than the door we came through?
They look almost identical, right? The exact same opening mechanism, the exact same design, that almost kind of seamless impression into the walls itself.
I don't know, I guess we just pick one. I don't see anywhere to put this in here. Is there a keyhole in the stone couch?
Not that you see.
I don't see
Let's
anywhere
go.
to put this in here.
Let's go left first.
Alright, open
Sure.
it.
Okay. You're gonna hold on to that key.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just pocket that for a
You
bit.
can notate iron key from room 25.
Okay.
Or
Iron key, room 25. Got it.
Oh.
Paused just hoping.
As we walk over there, I kind of clap Ezra on the back. Nice find.
Thanks.
You clap him on the shoulder, and the kind of like vibration actually like sends a little dust cloud. Not because he's like been crawling around in dust, but because he's been like, you know, so he's got little pockets of dust and you actually like look around and you realize as you guys are walking across the floor, you are accumulating like little dust trails through the thick layer here.
Like that dirty kid from Charlie Brown. What is the name?
Big Ben. Big Ben.
Yep.
Big Ben is my name.
Nice. Okay. You head over to the western door. But bear in mind, when I get to this point and I say stuff like this, when I open doors, people are locked in places.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I opened that bitch. Whoosh.
I'm right here.
Door does a little hiss,
Door stuck. Door stuck.
pushes open.
Oh no!
To
step
reveal-
five, the door is stuck.
Another room beyond beyond it, as soon as the door kind of opens, you see a glowing room, and Bones, you see more of those kind of glowing pillars. You're a little closer to them now, and you can see that they're not marble or basalt, they're quartz, but the way they're designed makes them look as if they could be just a white marble column. But they illuminate the chamber with this fluorescent light. And as you kind of like step in and you look around, see pretty much nothing. You see these four pillars lighting the room, the door on the opposite side. You have 20 passive perception, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you also see that all along the floor, in various portions of this room, and this room is also dusty, but it's not nearly as dusty as the room you guys were just in. But all along the floor, there are patches of stone that look less worn than the rest of the floor.
Okay. Patches of stone that look less worn. Are they like... Okay, this is gonna sound stupid. Are they within like jumping distance or like distance where it looks like someone would only traverse those? Is it some weird pitfall trap?
Yeah, I get you. So you kind of like the thought occurs to Bones, and you're like,
Sure.
wait, and you take a quick look, and you're like, is it? Oof, you'd have to be able to jump some pretty far distances for some of these. So it seems unlikely.
Wouldn't the less traversed ones be the ones you'd want to avoid?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Didn't he say there were some that would just...
I thought you were
some
implying that
specific
you should be jumping from each of those to the next.
Yeah, didn't he say there were some that look specifically more traversed?
Yeah, there's some that look specifically less traversed, basically.
Oh.
So there are
okay.
a few patches that look specifically less worn
I think we had the
or
same
less
idea,
traversed.
just different sides of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I think I heard it opposite. Okay, I point those
Yeah.
out. I said, I don't know, maybe not touch those.
Okay.
You wanna try that pull out? Just
Not really. What if it explodes?
it's a pull.
Yeah, I only have two.
All right, I walk forward with Tom McCreary, poking the more treaded spots.
Or the less
Or
treaded
untreaded.
spots.
No. I wanna poke the treaded spots. To
Okay,
make sure
the
that
treaded
as we
spots are
go-
like 80% of the floor.
I'm pointing out the less
There are
treaded
there
that
are a
like,
few small patches, not small, but
Okay,
there are a
look,
few
you know what?
patches of
Here,
less worn area.
Let's do this. Let me just get right up on it and look at it
Okay,
and examine it.
roll an investigation for me.
I'm being like, is this a pressure plate? I feel like this is a pressure plate.
Roll an investigation for me.
I am investigating.
You're like, what is
I am
this?
not good at
Is this a pressure
investigation.
place? And you're like, and you're like, You look back in the other room real quick, and you're like, that's the same shape as that couch.
That's funny.
And I think that one's the same shape as that footstool. And that one's about the same as that, like, stand over there.
Oh,
Kind
okay,
of arranged a little differently.
Well,
Hey, false alarm, false alarm. They just moved the furniture.
well, hold up. Well, you think maybe something happens if we put those objects in the spots?
All
I think
right.
that's a reach, but maybe.
Our new group name is U-Haul.
I mean, if y'all want to move a stone couch, I mean, let's think about how heavy just a normal couch, not stone, is. But
Look, I'm just saying. In traditional adventure dungeon delving stories, there's always a puzzle. Maybe this is the puzzle.
all right, let's move the furniture.
Okay. Who,
Don't drag it, Ashes.
who's moving furniture, and what furniture are you moving?
The floor. On one side of this stone couch is just Ashes, and on the other side, it's all the rest of us.
Accurate. Well, I mean, we'd move the pieces that he said he recognized should go there.
Yeah.
Sounded like all of the furniture.
2 hours later,
God.
And us all being 2 points of exhaustion.
You set yourself for a moment. You test out a couple of these things. You can probably move the stools and the stands. You can't move that couch.
Oh,
Ashes,
well,
hold out.
how the fuck to get moved? That's bullshit.
I mean, it's like there's a fucking lich that designed this this maze. And
So for I'm assuming one of you four has maybe done any sort of manual labor character-wise in your lives, right?
Bro, my dude grew up on a farm.
Okay, well, so there are quite frequently tools or devices to make doing things like this
I look
easier.
around for the fucking dolly to
For the
move.
dolly.
Yeah, we need a
Yeah,
dolly.
so the dwarven dolly might help you move this stone couch. Unfortunately, there isn't one in this room.
Damn. All right. Well, we'll come back later. All right. I just stride onto the other side.
Okay.
Right.
Hold on. I'll look at the walls real quick. Any keyholes?
You see no keyholes of any sort.
All right, then
I'll
I'll leave.
Like,
the
did we
walls
touch
here-
these columns? Did anything happen? Like, did we tap them?
I didn't. You can.
You tapping them
Oh,
with
oh.
Tanbakiri?
Yeah. Yeah, it's when I kind of just like a little light tap. I'm just kind of trying to see, are they hollow? What's going on?
They
Shatters.
they kind of clang. There's tough resistance. The edge of you're very lightly tapping them. They're just quartz pillars. They don't seem hollow.
Wait, sorry, I might have missed it. Are they smooth quartz, or are they like a bunch of quartz crystals kind of like
No, they are.
bedazzled on this fucking column?
They are. It's a smooth, singular column of quartz, and
Okay.
it is designed in such a way that it actually looks like a marble column.
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
look like
I definitely
quartz.
envisioned like a bunch of fucking
Yeah.
bedazzled shit on here.
No, it's just
Okay.
like a singular, smooth column. And I mean, as you kind of like get close to it and you're right up on it, you can see it kind of it's got a little bit of texture to it, right?
Mhm.
But it's relatively smooth.
All right.
off topic, but the next time we go talk to the yak, I'm gonna walk in there like this.
And thus the
Who's
war
tall
began.
now, motherfucker?
We're probably not going to speak to him again until my goblin group goes to war with his goblin group.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Kicking things off, aren't we?
I just assume they're going to slight us in some way.
Okay. So you
He
head
not end
to
up fighting at all until you call him Yak the Short.
you
and
head
then he's
into
not
the
even-
western door.
Yeah. I open it. Psh.
I come over.
The door opens, and you find before you a hall that just hooks north. Okay. Kind of
Poke my head
peek
around
around the corner, and you can see it goes for about 60 or so feet, and then it hooks.
Alright, I turn back. Looks fine. Gets dark, though. I go back in.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Is the plan to head forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bones, go ahead and proceed up to the corner then. And then everyone else can array themselves as they see fit behind him.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Not that. No. Go back. Stop it, Bones.
Fine. Okay. So you come up to the corner and you can see, you peer around, you see another hall, or you see another kind of like chamber open before you. And this one, it's hard to see from how distant you are, right? Your dark vision provides you sight, but it's in kind of grayscale, right? You see no color on the edges of your vision range.
True. Yeah.
So you can see kind of clearly, but it's hard to tell actual like design or details. But it looks as if this northeastern wall is covered in some sort of fresco.
Okay.
Last fresco
Um,
was anime.
If there's no like immediate threats, I'm going around. And
Okay. So you have another like corner if you want to like jump up here to kind of like see what's going on, and then again everyone can kind of arrange themselves behind you. Bones slinks forward, rounds the corner, kind of like waving you all forward as he goes. And then when you come up to this next corner, Bones, you can see this isn't actually a chamber at all, right? This is just kind of an open hall section. The hall continues eastward and northward, and this northeast wall before you is it's gorgeous. There is a huge fresco covering the majority of this wall that depicts, it shows this hill, this kind of like almost kind of like rise up on the right side, and you see a line of dwarves coming, like carrying buckets up the top of this rise, and in the center offset to the left, right, is this immense tri creature that you've seen before, right?
no, Mom.
Chimera. Huh? No, not like a chimera, but like it's one of those creatures that you just recently fought with, like
Zorn.
the exactly, right? The three
Zorn
different
boys.
sides and the three mouths and the three hands and the three eyes and everything like that. Except this one is 5 times the size of the dwarves, right? And it looks like, you see this fresco is like capturing the motion of these dwarves marching up this rise with these buckets filled with gems, and the one at the top has like tossed his bucket out, and the gems are mid-air flying into the creature's open waiting maw, right? And the artwork is beautiful, it's stunningly crafted, and the gems are incredibly vibrant.
Damn.
The Zorn Lord.
I go up to them.
Okay.
Are they-
You all watch as Bones kind of like leaves his corner and goes up over to the wall itself.
I love gems. Is it a gem? Are they real gems?
Yeah, you walk up to these gems. They look like real gems embedded into the fresco of this wall. There's
Shit.
there's a lot of them,
I
actually.
look back at Ashes. Oh Lord, they're real gems, Ashes.
Oh Lord, indeed.
Yeah, so you guys kind of like come up behind Bones as he's investigating the fresco itself. And yeah, it's beautifully carved, beautifully designed. It's painted, right? This isn't all just like a singular color or anything like that. It's painted and it's gorgeous.
Can I mean, are you guys going to start picking off gemstones from this thing?
Well, I was actually going to discuss that because I'm a little concerned about a few things. One, it's highly cursed and they don't come out. Or two, no one has actually made it down here, in which case that's real concerning because we're not that strong.
If I look at this long enough, does it seem like it starts animating like that previous fresco that we ran across?
It doesn't seem as if it starts animating necessarily, but the design is so masterfully crafted that it looks as if it captures the motion and the life of its subjects, right? The creature actually looks as if it's like rearing back and its gaping maw is opening wide and quivering, and the gems actually look like they're kind of flying out of the bucket and through the air. There's no motion, but it's just it's
Well
master
depicted.
craftsmanship.
Does the creature look to scale?
No, it is far larger than what you saw previously.
Like the actual painting is bigger than what we saw the creatures.
Yes.
Not to scale compared to the dwarves. Just in general, does the artwork match the scale? Of...
Absolutely not. The dwarves on the fresco are roughly, probably a little smaller than what a dwarf actually is. They're maybe like 75% the size, right, to match the scale of the wall. But the creature is huge. It's massive compared to the previous ones you saw.
Fun.
I really love gems, but I respect the effort.
Maybe
I'm gonna
we
think on it.
check the surroundings before.
That's a good idea. I go over here.
Okay.
Well, mostly I was asking is if we're going to take some time, I'd actually love to make a quick painting, like not color painting, but like a painting of the fresco, depicting like what we're seeing here. But if we're kind
Take a
of
bunch of paper, get a piece of coal, and do like a scratching.
You'd have to like have 100 sheets of paper to like do a rubbing
Yeah,
of
that'd be a
this.
lot.
All right,
paper.
so it's my guess
A1.
that this door goes back into the big room. So I just checked that real quick.
Okay, so Bones heads down over towards this section. If you guys want to follow him, you can. Otherwise,
I'll make sure I'm
Hold up.
near.
so Bones, you surmise you see the hall curves back south, and then you see a set of double doors, and then you see this room to the south itself, or a door to the south itself. And surmising that it leads back to the big room, you open said door. Double check that. Resistance.
If I do this fast enough, it looks like Ashes has a mullet.
Nice. Okay. You throw the door open, and
Oh shit!
within
It's not the same room.
it is not the same room. Within you see a couple of different things. Oh, sorry. No, you don't. You see very little. I apologize. Wrong room. You see a decently sized chamber, and to the south is yet another door. This room also has those kind of patches of less worn floor, right? As
Yeah, I
if
just assumed they moved the furniture again, and I go check the
furniture
other
was
door.
previously moved. But something that does catch your eye
Okay.
is
come back.
set into the east wall of this otherwise empty room is a gate built into the wall.
A gate with a keyhole.
Perhaps.
The gate itself is unadorned, but carved into the keystone of the gate is an insectoid-like creature with feathery antennae and a long tail with a bony protrusion.
I don't know what the Christ that is. Fucking. Oh, is that a dust devil? Rust monster.
Frost monster.
I don't know what a dust devil is. A rust monster.
I think that's actually a mephit. I think that's a form of mephit.
A dust devil is a vacuum.
It is. Yeah.
That's a vacuum.
It is also that. Yeah, I knew that. Okay. Insect. So we got an insect gate. When you say gate, do you mean bullshit arch?
Yeah, it's an archway.
Okay.
I wonder if that leads to the rust monster door on the second floor.
I don't know. I call everybody and then I go and check this other door because I think it goes back to the big room.
Okay. You touch the door. Your hand sticks to the door. You
Oh,
laugh.
God.
The door laughs. No,
We destroyed the door. Everybody has a good time.
the door actually resists you a little bit. And you kind of like have to set your shoulder to it before it kind of like groans open, and you see revealed before you the big open room with the various bits of furniture.
All right, I shut it.
Okay, you shut it back. And it kind of grinds. There feels like there's something wrong with the mechanism. It's hard to open and close. As if to say, specifically, if you needed to, you could not open and close this thing as an action. It takes like a couple, like a turn or two to actually like fully open and close this door. It's a pain in the ass.
Noted.
Just for a note.
Okay, cool. So there was a dust devil door on the second level.
Yes.
Rust monster.
A rust monster door. Yes, because we had to use like a piece of metal.
Oh yeah, we know how to open that though. We just offer it something metal, right?
Mhm. Do we want to scout out and get a little bit more information about where we are before we, unless we want to test it now just to know
Before we try it, does anyone have spare metal?
Does anyone have spare metal?
Yes.
No, but there was a room that was full of it.
Yeah, that place looks real dangerous. I'm just gonna let you know. Like the Roper room or whatever. Yeah, this is like 8 times more dangerous than that looked.
Look, his spidey senses are tingling, and I think we should trust those.
As Ezra pulls out a python and kind of throws it towards Ashes.
I walk it over to the archway, and I poke. Tink.
There's a brief moment. The Titan turns to rust and disintegrates in your hand.
Ugh.
And
Don't breathe this.
the archway, the archgate, is filled with silvery liquid.
Hey.
I think we
Alright.
I think we found our first like entrance and exit portal.
To wherever the hell this is.
Congratulations, guys. You guys could have gone in many different directions.
Nah, we chose a circle.
but we chose a circle. Oh.
All right, cool. Well, we found that. Now I come back up here.
I think
Probably a good place
no,
to end.
we'll keep
actually.
going. We'll keep going.
It's a good place.
No. We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Okay, double door, awesome. I kick it in. I don't kick it in. I open it nicely like a normal. I open it like a normal person in case there's.
And you
people in
break your leg.
Okay.
there.
I'll
That's all I
actually
have
try
is my
to mimic
legs.
when you first reference that
Double
comic.
check this real quick.
If I broke my legs, I think you should probably just kill me because I don't think I have anything else.
I mean, or we could,
Killing.
We could put you in a wheelchair, and then you throw daggers from a wheelchair like a fucking badass.
like Dagon.
Yeah, but then like, do I have to have someone move me or like how's that work?
I mean, yeah, probably. Like, that's Ash's job from now on.
Set and forget, baby.
So you push the doors wide,
And based
and
on that
these,
last fight, it'd probably be more efficient.
these also, right,
Well, if
are
I was
not
invisible, sure.
not easy fluid doors. You kind of like have to set your
Water.
weight to them. So to note, right, to open or close these doors takes a full action. Okay,
Okay.
you kind of have to set your weight again, and then they kind of like open, and you see this great hallway leading northward, and beyond, you can see, again, these kind of glowing columns, these glowing pillars, illuminating an immense chamber to the north, and you can see all the way past them another set of double doors, but standing in front of those double doors are two dwarven looking statues.
What a concerningly large room.
Definitely doesn't look like a big fight area. Let's go say hello to the
Boston is
statues.
tingling.
Why? Do you guys hear boss music all of a sudden?
Wait. Oh no, this might be a bad one. I think I hear lyrics.
Alright, whatever.
Oh
I
shit!
go in this page.
Oh,
Shit, there's
Okay.
Latin.
Bones begins to walk forward, so everyone, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, is walking forward as well. I'm not gonna like cheap you guys or anything like that. So Bones, here, let me just, if this is roughly the pattern, we'll move up to about right here. You move forward into the room, and it is this immense circular chamber. The walls they're not decorated here, right? Double check and make sure. Yeah, there's no like decoration or anything like that, but the ceiling is 30 foot high, and slightly domed, and the walls aren't decorated, but they're not cut in the same pattern as the hallways that you have seen previously. They have a slight like off cadence, almost kind of like a brick, like large stone slabs, like alternating bricks type scenario all around the room, and it creates this kind of, instead of this seamless architecture, which is what most of the rooms are, it creates this kind of very patterned architecture all the way around the room. The only thing breaking that being the double doors to the north and the double doors to the east. The pillars are, once again, these kind of like smooth quartz glowing pillars. And standing before the doors to the north are these two dwarven statues.
Okay. They haven't come alive and tried to kill us yet?
No.
should we throw something at him?
No. What? Why?
I don't know. Seems pretty fucking sketch that they're there but not on the map.
That is a wee bit sketched.
But so like, how in front of the doors are they? Are they like literally you can't get to the
Directly
doors
in front of the
Like,
doors.
okay, like you legit can't get to the doors without going through them.
It would seem, from looking at their positioning, it would seem all but impossible to gain
Alright.
access to the doors without first moving these statues.
I don't dig it. I pull out my bow and I launch an arrow at the statue.
Sorry, what was that tail end of that?
Okay.
I just launch an arrow at the right statue just to see if it moves.
Okay. You shoot an arrow at a stone statue. It hits, ching, shatters the arrow. Nothing
That
seems to happen.
happens? Okay. Oh, maybe we just gotta move them.
Look.
Or maybe they activate once we get to a certain point in the room.
Yeah, Ashes, go check.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks. Oh, he's measuring. Somebody's measuring.
I was measuring.
I
Oh,
walk up
just-
to the statue. I'll look at the base and see if there's any like plate. Maybe has something written on it or.
The statues, as you walk up to them,
Don't do it.
We knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, I know, but don't still.
flash red, come to life. I need everyone to select their tokens and roll for initiative.
Right. I said don't.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So let's do some.
Wow, boy. Was Ezra really the only one ready for this?
I'm still doing that. Like, we all didn't know this is exactly what was gonna happen.
All right. The two statues, right as soon as Ashes approaches, they just like, they almost kind of like burst, shatter, and then they're suddenly glowing, dwarven, angry statues, who are clearly not happy by your brazen attempt to move
they don't
them.
Have feelings. They don't have emotions. Shut up.
So we will pick up. Here. Next time we stream, which I think is not actually going to be next week. Maybe we're seeing. We're gonna figure it out. So next time we will
Damn, is that me? Do I look like Haley Joel Osment? That's actually pretty good.
Are you the Haley
What?
Joel? Oh, are you? Do you look like Haley Joel now?
I don't know. He's got a little face. I didn't think my face was that little, but
The only thing I've seen him in recently is that one thing where he like turned bad and turned people over. I say recently, but that was like years ago, wasn't it? Oh, I don't even
I
remember.
have no
what it
idea.
was. Anyways,
literally no idea.
that's going to be it for this session. We will see you all next time for more Dungeon of the Mad Mage, where the party fights some statues and maybe figures out where the hell they're at. We'll see. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.